Anna, in 2 days your sister-in-law April will be coming home to relax before she has her baby. What? In 2 days she's coming home? Why are you acting all worried about that? No, I'm not worried. I was just caught off guard because I didn't expect her to be coming home so soon. Also, wasn't she saying at first that she'd be going to her husband's parents' home to relax and wait to have her baby? I know that's what she told Caleb and I. I didn't like the thought of that, so I had a word with her and changed her mind so that she'd be coming back to my house. I was afraid that over at her in-laws' house there was a chance her mother-in-law would start to pick on her. Oh, that wouldn't be good, right? But from what I've been told, April and her mother-in-law are already really close to one another. That may be so, but in order to keep me from worrying about her, she needs to come here and relax. You should never just accept that things are going well with her and her in-laws. The fact that you're so gullible is one of the reasons why I think of you as a child. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, now that you're aware of the new plans, I would like you to start cleaning out your room and preparing it for her to stay in while she's here. What? You want for April to come and use my room? That's right. Then can't she go and stay in the guest bedroom or something? She'll be here for a few months, so it would be much more efficient to have her stay in that room over mine. How dare you say such a thing? Well, to be frank, you're making more trouble for everyone by having her move into my room. Especially me, considering next month my company is going remote, so I have to have my room set up in order to get my work done. I don't care about your work. Right now, this is about my daughter who is coming back here to have her baby. She is a pregnant woman. I don't care about you having your room or not while you're living in this house, so go find another room to work in. Huh? If you're going to be that selfish about your room, I might just have you living outside the house from now on. If things don't change with you, then I'm going to start feeling as though you're trying to harass me or something. I'm not trying to, though. I don't trust you. To be honest, it's pretty normal of you to never listen to anything I ask for. That's the kind of daughter-in-law you've been to me. The reason I'm not always listening is because you always say and ask the most outlandish things. There are times you ask me to come home from my office, which is an hour away, to make you lunch, and you want me home from there in 10 minutes. That's impossible. And do you remember the time I had that sprained ankle and you kept asking me to carry all kinds of heavy things for you? You also had me be the one to pay for a $5,000 lazy boy chair with massaging features for you. You've been putting me through so much crap lately that I'm kind of at the point where I can't listen to you. Whatever your husband's parents say to you, you must do. If you understand that now, then you start doing more for me. The first thing you need to do for me is get that room of yours cleaned out so that my pregnant daughter can start to stay in it. You will be going out into the yard to live now. The yard? There's that old doghouse out there, so that's where you'll be sleeping. Here you go again with this outlandish and impossible stuff. You seriously want me out there sleeping in Spot's old house? I do. He was a very large dog when he was still around, so you should be more than able to fit inside the doghouse and sleep. But even if... I don't feel comfortable having you in this house anymore with that bad attitude, so you can go out there and sleep so April can relax. The only reason I'm not kicking you off this property completely is because you'd cause trouble for everyone being homeless in this neighborhood, and the police might come and question me about you. So be thankful that I'm willing to even let you stay in Spot's old house. What the hell? No wonder your kids hate you so much. Excuse me, what was that supposed to mean? I like to think my kids both think of me as their perfect mother. I still have work to get done today, so goodbye. Caleb, have you finished work yet?
Hey, Anna. I just finished up everything I had on the itinerary for today. Are you on your way home from work now as well?
Yep. I'm just relaxing in this bus watching the news.
Well, if you're going to be passing by Lakeview soon, can you get off there so we can meet up?
Oh, thank God. I can do that.
Why do you sound so relieved all of a sudden?
Have you heard the news about your sister coming home in 2 days to relax before having her baby?
What? No, I haven't heard anything about that actually. Wait, wasn't she saying she'd be going out to her in-laws' place to stay with him for the next couple of months? We all know that my sister wouldn't last a day with my mom's BS. And the stress caused might create issues for the baby even. Right?
I know that. I think your mom is just being delusional again and is trying to make a scene for all of us.
What was she going on about this time?
In order to let her daughter have the most relaxing time in the house, she's wanting me to give up my room and clear it all out.
Huh?
She wants me to live out in the yard while your sister's around and have me go sleep in Spot's old doghouse at night.
Huh?
That's the easiest way I can sum everything up to you.
Hold on a sec. There has to be an end to that old fart's BS.
I'm sorry to say this, but I think the same thing about your mom. Also, I was kind of thinking perhaps your sister is in a bit of a pinch right now or something. We both know that your sister is wanting to stay at her in-laws' house because her and her mother-in-law get along so well, but, well, perhaps your mom is pestering her right now about coming back to her house, and that's caused your sister to give in.
That could be what's happened.
I was thinking we could talk about all of this if we're meeting up in Lakeview soon.
We can do that. And if we need to, we can call April and her husband and see what's going on with them.
All right. I'll be getting to the Lakeview stop here in 10 minutes or so. Let's meet over by that old oak tree out in front of the stop, okay?
Sounds good.
Caleb? Let's both make sure to take the afternoon off from work, and then you and I can get to work on that plan we've made up.
While my mom is out of the house today at whatever arts and crafts class she has, we can take care of business once and for all.
Perfect. I just wanted to say I am shocked that your sister and her husband were already thinking about something like this before you and I could even start.
And I'm even more shocked that my brother-in-law has a license to operate heavy machinery.
That's true. That license is going to come in real handy here, so thank goodness we have him and didn't need to find someone else.
Alright, now let's just relax a little bit this morning before we have to start going crazy back at the house.
Okay. Let's get all of our work done now, and then we can have the whole afternoon off to take care of things. What's this? Anna, I think this is the first time you've ever actually listened to me. You really did a wonderful job cleaning out your whole room for me. Perhaps you are finally coming around to being a good wife for my son and his family. Now I'm not as worried anymore about you trying to harass me or anything. And the best thing from all of this is that April will finally be able to come back to the house and relax alongside me. Does this mean you made it back home now? Yes. I just got home from my arts and crafts class today. You seem to have come home a lot later than normal this time around. I was invited out for dinner with one of my friends from the class, and so I decided to tag along with her. She wanted to celebrate my daughter coming back home to have my grandbaby, so we did just that. Is that so? So, where are you at right now? I'm in the yard right now. Really? No way, you're actually going to be living out in that yard now? Oh, how funny, Anna. I can't believe you'd even do that. How fun indeed. Well, make sure to do as I've said. Like I was saying, I want you to sleep out in Spot's old doghouse tonight, and for the rest of the time that my daughter is around. Understood. I'm going to bed now. Good night. I can't believe you actually took my jokes seriously. Well, now that I know you're listening to me, I'm going to have even more fun with you. I need to get ready for tomorrow, so I'm getting into the bath, and then afterwards I'm going right to bed. Anna! What the hell is all of this about? I just woke up and was on my way to get breakfast, and as I opened up the cupboard, the only things inside were one bowl and one plate. And when I went to have a look inside Caleb's room, none of his stuff was in there. Oh, what the hell is all of this about? I see. So you finally come around to realizing what's going on? We were hoping that last night when you went to have dinner, you would notice the big change, but you came home late and went right to bed. We just had to wait until the morning to hear back from you about everything. Sorry for the early morning surprise. I want to know what's going on right now. I wasn't lying about being in the yard last night, by the way. But when I said yard, I meant the yard of this wonderful resort I'm staying at while waiting on things to be moved. Waiting on things to be moved? Caleb and I moved out of there. What did you say? When? When did you both have time to do all of that? Just the other day. 2 days ago, in fact, we decided to make a plan to take care of business for us. And that plan involved us moving all our things out of your house yesterday. At first, we didn't think we could pull everything off in such a short time, but once we thought of all the reasons for why we needed to get out, we were able to make it happen. This is not the time to be talking to me about all of that crap. Ugh, damn it! Oh, this is the day April is finally coming home, and both her brother and sister-in-law are no longer around? April isn't going back home to your house. Huh? Just as she'd said once she made her mind up, she went over to her mother-in-law's house and will be relaxing there for a while. And after that, her husband and her are planning on moving into a brand new house to start living together with her in-laws. Why? I was giving her the chance to finally escape being bullied by her mother-in-law. Scarlett, April has never said anything about her relationship with her mother-in-law being sour. Have you still not noticed that April hates you? Huh? I asked April about how things were around you after your husband, her father, had passed away. And from what she unpacked with me, there was a lot of drama and a lot of bad memories for her. Like the one where you kicked her older sister out of the house and then disowned her? What are you talking about? Apparently it was April's older sister who was able to get you and your husband to get married in the first place. But then after the marriage, she tried to tell her father she had messed up, but he never listened. What is all of this, Anna? Oh, this has nothing to do with what's going on right now. It turns out that April's older sister knew you had some problems, and after you became single again, those problems, the roots to them, began to take hold again. Excuse me, what roots are you talking about? Well, I'm sure things will all settle down once you are left all by yourself for good. What? You don't have to understand what I'm talking about here. And forget about Paws, because we took her with us as well. My cat? Oh, we got Paws years ago because I told everyone that I wanted a cat, and that makes her mine. Well, the issue is, ever since she went from being a kitten and turned into a cat, you stopped caring about her. You really think things would have changed after we moved out? I sure don't think so. Caleb and I were the only two that would feed her and give her any attention. No way! Honestly, you never even knew how to care for a cat, nor even a dog. That's why Spot's gone now, because you never took him out on walks and would only feed him junk. Right now, the only person that Paws wants to be with is the person who cared for her the most. Caleb. She knew something was going on when we were taking everything out of your house, and as we climbed into our car, she hopped in with us. No way!
Mom?
Caleb, oh finally! Hey, why? Why would you do this to me?
Do I really have to go through and explain all my reasons to you?
What?
I'm sure you can already tell why I'm out of there now. To be honest, I wanted to be out of that house a lot sooner than this. like years ago, back when I first married Anna. Even before that, actually, after Dad had passed away and things started to really go downhill with you. Well, I've finally taken the chance, and I want things between you and I to be finished with. Let me be now.
Let you be?
I was originally going to say all of this to you after April had her baby and was feeling better. But Mom, I cannot be around you anymore. You have made things so hard on everyone, and recently you've been really crossing the line with all of your delusions.
Oh, Caleb, you hold it right there. That inheritance. If you do this to me, then you'll never be getting any money or anything from me.
That's fine with me. I'm sure there isn't much that'll be left behind anyway.
But what about your father's money?
That's all gone now, right? You haven't worked a job in the last 20 years, so all of that money he left is probably long gone, being burnt away by you.
What?
And as for that house you're living in still, it was made mine in Dad's will. My name's been on it this whole time.
What? Are you kidding me, Caleb?
And I plan to have that house sold soon, which means you need to be out of there soon, and can't stop thinking about April or I being your kids now. Luckily, you've already started thinking about Kelsey. Bye now.
From what it sounds like, Scarlett had never been the most amazing person for anyone to be around. And when she was younger, she seemed to have been so spoiled by her parents that she was never able to grow out of it. And that ended up causing her to trip up in the end, as her inability to understand others' feelings led to her downfall within her family. One could say she was a victim of bad parenting since her parents never knew how to raise her properly, but at the age she's at now, she should have worked on fixing her issues a long time ago. So really, she was a victim of her parents' poor care for her, but she became less and less of a victim as she became older and older and would cause issues for more and more people. Anyway, as for my sister-in-law, April, she was able to give birth to a baby girl, and that made Caleb and I officially turn into an uncle and aunt. April made sure to not let Scarlett get anywhere near her baby, which would be impossible for her anyway, since she can no longer find a way to April's new house. Luckily, though, April did say she'd be bringing her baby over to our new house soon, and Caleb and I cannot wait to see how her baby reacts to Paws. But before all that can happen, we need to finish cleaning up our house, since it's been full of moving boxes and all that from when our brother-in-law helped us move in with that moving truck. He even got a small crane, which he used to help get our pool table into the house for us, so that's where his heavy machinery license came into play. Anyway, after April did end up telling Scarlett about her baby and that she would never be allowed to see her, Scarlett was informed she needed to be put into a retirement home since she didn't have enough money anymore for a place of her own. Of course, the place is still going to cost some money over time, but Caleb agreed to use some of the money from his sold house to pay for her stay. But he said he would only do so if we got her a place that was very far away from where we're living now. With the way she acts all entitled and brash, I'm sure she won't be making any friends in that retirement home, and will most definitely be alone for the rest of her life. And what the staff there have said so far is that she'll stay in her room all day just laying in bed and crying. So, there we go.